Hey guys, so welcome to Kentucky Bowman. Alright, so in last week's episode, we finished up the food plot and we done everything that we had to do. I'm hoping that the first half of the plot is already growing because I split it up. I did the first half of the plot and then I came back and did the second half. So hopefully the first half is growing and we're good to go. I'm not necessarily expecting the second half to be growing right now. So as long as the first half's growing, we should be good. Alright, in this week's episode, we're going to check the plot. We're going to go check this trail cam. I haven't been down there in a few weeks. I might need to change the card out. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take you back up the hill and I'm going to tell you and show you where I'm going to be hunting the food plot, where the tree stand is going to be going, and we might actually clear it out a little bit and do a few things to it just to kind of make my life easier when it gets closer to the season. Alright guys, I'm going to go ahead, grab my pack, and I'll see you guys out there. Alright guys, so the plot actually looks really good. It's been about 2 weeks since we put the seed down and it looks real good. The first week it didn't rain at all. I was kind of worried, but then after the first week we had a real big thunderstorm and ever since it's just been raining every day. So I think it's going to do just fine. Now, in certain spots it's more concentrated than others. It's just because I put the seed down by hand and didn't use a broadcaster. When you use a broadcaster, it broadcasts the seed evenly across the whole plot. And when you do it with hand, of course, us humans, we have flaws. And whenever I was going over the plot, I probably shook my hand faster in certain spots than others. I just probably let go a little bit of seed here and there. And that's why in certain spots, it's thicker. But it's okay. As long as you have seed over the whole plot, enough seed over the whole plot, it'll still look good. Even if in certain spots, it's more concentrated and it's thicker than others, which it's okay. But guys, it looks real good. What we're gonna do now is just show you the plot a little bit. I'm gonna go down, check the trail cam, come back up, and I'm gonna go over my hunting plan for this upcoming season here in this spot. All right guys, I'll see you in a second. Alright guys, we're back here with the trail cam and right now we're just going to check the pictures and check it and make sure that the batteries ain't dead and swap those out if they need to. I don't have anything in front of the camera right now. Everything's they've already ate it or it's dissolved into the ground or whatever, which is fine. The last time I put something out was a few weeks ago and I think it was a liquid form. So it's then dissolved into the ground, which those minerals and those vitamins and stuff, they'll stay in the ground. So the deer still come in, they'll lick the dirt, and they'll get it that way. Guys, you don't want to go out every week. You don't want to put out a new rock or something new because you can put out too much mineral. All right, if you put out too much, they might lick it and it just be nasty to them, and they'll just walk off. Alright, so you want to give it, a few weeks in between. So I think next time I come out, I'll put something out. But right now, I think it's good. I'm just going to check the camera, and then we're going to head back up, and I'm going to show y'all my game plan for this upcoming season on this property. Alright guys, so we checked the trail cam. We got some good pictures of some deer. No horns yet, so we're gonna leave it out. The deer should be growing their horns back any minute, or any day. So right now we're gonna head back up and I'm gonna show y'all the game plan. It's starting to rain a little bit. Hopefully it dies off and then we can continue the day. If not, then I'm gonna have to continue the video at the house and I'm just gonna tell y'all the game plan and show y'all some pictures and stuff like that. But guys, I'll see y'all when we get up the hill. First hand seeing a rabbit eating the ryegrass. So we know for a fact that other species other than deer is eating my plot. Alright guys, so we're up here at the plot. The tree that I'm using this year is right here, right in front of me. Last year I hunted out of a different tree that was probably 10 to 15 yards back past that tree. So essentially if I was going to take a shot at a deer at last year's tree stand location, it was going to have to be 30-40 yards. Alright, this year, moving closer to the plot, closer to this field, it allows me to take a shorter shot. So at the end of the plot, it's only going to be about 40 yards. Alright, so which I'm perfectly comfortable shooting a deer at 40 yards. I won't shoot a deer past 45 yards, 50 yards if the deer's big enough. But 40 is where I try to keep it under. Alright, so the way we're going to have to get to it is we're going to have to come to the road, take the trail that I made last season, make it a little bigger and a little longer to this tree, and then I should be good. We're going to have to cut some trees down and do some stuff like that. There's a bunch of trees and a bunch of limbs here. It's going to take some work and it's going to be a job, but overall it's going to pay off because a closer shot, for one, you get more penetration and better accuracy. So I'm definitely more comfortable taking a shot at 20 yards than 40 yards. So guys, what we're going to do now is I'm going to take you to the trail and take you to the tree and show you what we're going to be doing here soon. Alright guys, so we made it to the trail. Last time I took you guys through it, it was open and it looked good. Now it looks like the Amazon. So I grabbed a machete, some clippers, some hand shears, and we're just going to kind of clear our way back and then start the trail to the tree that we're going to be using this season. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to go ahead and start hacking away. That was a big branch. Dang. What did I just cut?
One strike.
Machete. One swing with this dull machete. Alright guys, so I made it to the tree. The tree that I'm going to be using this season is right here. We came from the right of me, in front of me right now. That's the trail that I made last season. We just got to make it probably 15 yards off the path into that tree, which it looks like it's kind of open already, but we're going to have to cut down those bushes and stuff like that, which is okay. Won't take very long. But that's the tree we're going to use. Now we are going to have to take a chainsaw and cut some branches down, cut out some shooting lanes, and just cut out the branches and make sure that we can get our stands up there for one. But instead of walking around, of course you're probably saying, well, it'd probably be easier just to walk around and cut through and climb up the tree, which technically it would, but you risk spooking deer. Alright, so if you've been watching Kentucky Bowman, I've got an episode that I go over entry and exit routes and why they're so important. Well, this comes into play. Alright, so I'm going to be hunting out of this tree, and I'm using this back trail right here mainly because all the deer, they bed down right over here to the west and to the south and over into those fields where the plot's at. They bed down there and they feed there and everything like that. So I made this trail, And this allows me to go around the deer, get to my stand, and up the tree without being spooked, as long as I'm quiet enough, without spooking any deer. And I can actually see deer getting up out of their beds and everything like that, which is pretty cool. Plus, I just put a plot in right there. I don't want to walk through the plot or anything like that. Now, it's okay to walk through your plot in the early stages, but it just kind of spooks me a little bit. I don't want to walk through the plot and potentially kill something or anything like that. So, I got this trail going to the back side of the tree. We go up the tree, and then I can look over everything. All right, guys. Right now, I'm gonna finish clearing out these bushes, and then talk about why I picked this tree a little bit more. All right, guys. So we got everything done. We came out, we looked at the plot, and it's grown pretty good, which is good news. We went and checked the trail cam, made sure that the batteries were still good. We came back up, we picked a good tree. I think this tree is gonna be pretty good for this upcoming season. Now there is a couple other trees that we were looking at, like 20 yards to the east of where I'm standing, that could potentially be good tree stand locations that we're gonna look at next time whenever we come out. But if we do decide to go with one of those trees, we're gonna have to make a trail coming off the main trail to the tree, of course, which won't take very long. Not with this guy right here. It made my life a whole lot easier this time. Last time I just used little clippers and it took forever. But guys, I want to thank y'all for watching. Check in next Monday for the next episode of Kentucky Bowman, and I'll see you guys then.